Okay, everyone. On Monday, April 17th, WB Games announced via Twitter an online multiplayer Quidditch game in the world of Harry Potter. I'm the Don. This is Games Point Blank, and I'm going to talk about the game Point Blank. So in this surprise announcement, they released a CGI trailer saying that it's an online multiplayer game based all around Quidditch. They released a fact at the same time as this trailer, giving some minor details about the game and announcing a registration for a playtest that should be coming eventually. There's no release date, there's no release time. It's basically just giving minor details of the game. Now, the CGI trailer, it shows what type of art style they're going for. It looks very much in the vein of Fortnite, kind of simple-ish cartoony graphics, possibly to make the development go faster, even though they said it's been in development for a while. They stated the developer who's making this game, and it's Unbroken Games, a relatively unknown developer. They've made 2 games in the past. First game was a mobile game released in 2015 called Fantastic Plastic Squad. Never heard of it, released only on iOS. And their follow-up game was released in 2018 for PC on Steam called Fractured Lands. It appears to be kind of like a Mad Max PUBG battle royale. It looks very low budget, but then their next 2 games that they are developing is this game, and they co-developed Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad was recently delayed, so that tells you all you need to know about that game. We have no idea what the quality of that game is going to be. It's also developed by Rocksteady, so they've made great games in the past. But Unbroken Studios, I don't know. I don't want to come off as being negative about it, because people felt that way about Avalanche regarding Hogwarts Legacy, and that game came out amazing. If you remember, or if you look at our earlier content, you'll see that was one of my most anticipated games for this year, and that game did not disappoint. So I can reserve judgment on the game based on the studio until the game actually releases, or hopefully I get into the playtest and I'll be able to play it for myself beforehand and see exactly how it is. This was a game, or the type of game people were wanting after Hogwarts Legacy. As we all know, the people who played it, they unceremoniously announced at the beginning of that game, when you get to Hogwarts, that this season of Quidditch is cancelled.
And one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
So don't even think about Quidditch being in this game. Now we can see why they did that, or one of the reasons why is because they had plans to release a fully fledged standalone Quidditch game. They say that it's going to have fully customizable characters. That says to me that this is obviously going to be a games as a service, and have the battle pass model to get cosmetics and Quidditch gear and things of that nature. An interesting thing I picked up on while reading the FAQ is that it states that the game not only features Quidditch, it engages players in the sport of Quidditch and other broomstick adventures alongside friends in a competitive multiplayer setting. So what could that mean? That means other modes besides Quidditch, obviously a tutorial to teach you, but other adventures with friends? I mean, this sounds a lot like different types of modes, much like Rocket League or a game like Knockout City, which was recently shut down. This is an established IP, so I can see this having much longer legs than Knockout City if the game is good. That is a very big caveat. Portkey Games has been publishing the recent Harry Potter games, and they've, based off of Hogwarts Legacy, they seem to have a pretty good idea of what they expect from the developers taking advantage of the Harry Potter license, because this is a massive license that will sell on the name alone. Now, is this game going to be for sale? That's a good question, and we don't know what the answer is going to be. My assumption is that it will be a free-to-play multiplayer game, monetized through battle passes and cosmetic purchases, things like that, because it really emphasizes your customization in this FAQ. However, due to the license, I can see them selling this game, possibly since it's a multiplayer only experience for like, you know, a $30 or $40 price point. In this day and age, multiplayer only games don't really sell at a premium price, so 70 is out of the question. I believe the best route for them to take would be making this free to play. But yeah, I'm excited to find out more about this game. Hopefully I get into the playtest, and then I can see for myself like where they're going to see if this is worth a time and investment, because you know, there's a lot of games. There's more games ever coming out in this day and age, and time is a commodity. You don't have a lot of time to play all the games that release. It's not like before where there would be 3 or 4 games of consequence coming out a year and you can play all of them. Now you have to be very conscious of the games you're deciding to play. Hogwarts Legacy was a massive success. Instantly after that game came out, there were memes all over the internet about multiplayer coming out for that game, and this appears to be it. They're announcing it to take advantage. You know, you got to strike while the iron is hot. The iron is hot with Hogwarts Legacy. It's about to release in a couple weeks on last gen consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One, and then coming to Switch in a couple months, allegedly. I don't know if that's really going to happen, because that game is very graphically intensive and I have no idea how a Switch is going to run it without exploding. But that's another topic for another day. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button. That'll help us grow the channel. And until next time, game on.
If you liked our content, mash that like button, and if you're new to the channel and want to see more content, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.